Attila the Hun, I came here to conquer. Lanes bring the beef, I tell them no donker. They wanna play games, I shock them like Blanca. They still rudimentary, I'm tough like Tonka. And let me get this off my chest. I'm hearing going nowhere, so haters take a rest. Ain't nothing handed, just working hard, sweating. You can take that to the bank. I know I did bet.
What's good, everyone? It's your boy Tempest here, and this time we're gonna try something a little different. First and foremost, obviously, always gotta give a shout out to Mind Over Mixup, Weapon of Choice, MCE Amazing, and also huge shout outs to Tectone, SongcoJam, and all the rest. You know how I love all the people that show me support, and obviously I show them support as well. So please check out all the homies. Everybody's links are in the description, and without further ado, let's just jump right in. So this video is definitely going to be a little different from normal. I figured I'd try something not quite news oriented. I mean, yes, there's a little bit of news to go over. Just real quick, obviously they had the PlayStation showcase, and let's be real, there was a lot to show. And I'm just gonna give my overall thoughts on the whole thing. I'm not gonna break everything down because not everybody has a PS5, and while I do personally have one myself, I don't think it's fair to sit there and review all the stuff there because not everybody has one. But I will say that Sony knocked it out of the park. In my personal and humble opinion, all the stuff that's coming out, this is stuff that everybody's been asking for. So Sony, thank you for finally addressing the thing that most people have wanted. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before in an earlier video, like last year at some point, but it's one of the reasons why most people don't buy consoles on release, because it's really hard to, justify an early console buy, because a lot of times there's not a huge amount of things to just snatch up right away. But that's that. The other thing is Type Lumina. They released a new character. It's Roa. Roa is a character that most people are very familiar with. He's looking like his usual self, very cool looking. So that's another character that we should definitely keep an eye out for Belty Blood. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy playing him. There's going to be 5 weeks of release. So there's still 2 more characters that are going to be released, with the other 3, if you don't remember, it's Miyako, Noel, and obviously this 3rd one is Roa. That's the biggest news to get out of the way. Now, real quick, this is the thing that we're going to do different. Now, if you remember how I started Eye of the Storm with going over subjects, so this is what we're going to do. This subject is actually going to be talking about mentality, and I'm going to do a quick overview of mentality, and then we're actually going to break it down in later videos about exactly how I'm gonna discuss it later on. But also what I want to do is ask you guys what you want me to go over as well. You can contact me any way that you know how, or any way you want to. You can do it comments and other ways. That's just kind of how I want to do it. I don't want to keep this one too long, so let's hop right into it. So with mentality, it's a huge subject, but basically it can cover, when people say going in with the proper mentality, it could mean, making sure that you have a positive attitude. It could mean that you are going in and you're not too overconfident. It could mean that you're going in and you are not too negative. You're not setting the bar too low, or that you have progressive goals that you are working towards. I actually did a video on that as well. There's so many things that you have when it comes to mentality. There are also things that you need to do with having a proper mentality of not getting tilted when something bad happens. Maybe you're going in and you've been in the lab and you're working on this combo, and then you drop it and you get really tilted because it may have been like a game-winning combo. Well, then what happens? Like, you get so tilted that it starts to affect your play, and maybe you lose the whole set because of it. And then you lose the next game, and maybe you go 0-2. Or maybe you lose a crucial set that drops you into losers and you gotta make a loser's run. Or maybe you lose grand finals because of it. One way or the other, proper mentality keeps you in the game. And it's something that you want to try and maintain no matter what you do. Now, this also can apply for several other things, both in the game and actually also out of the game too, because it can help you with progression as far as your overall training, your overall mental health, your relationship with other people, and so on and so forth. So I kind of want to break this down into other subjects when it comes to proper mentality. So I kind of want to make sure that we do a video regarding proper mentality actually approaching matches, when it comes to approaching your training, and then when it comes to approaching things that are just kind of outside of the game as well. But that's kind of what we're gonna do, and they'll be addressed in later videos, but that's something we can expect, so we're gonna put a pin in that, and that'll be it. So other than that, that's pretty much what we can look forward to. Again, there's more stuff coming, but that's what I wanted to cover for now. As I always say, be safe, take care of each other, press buttons, and catch you on the flip side.
Club up, check it. Oh, yes, it's going down tonight. You could bring your whole crew, mess around tonight. Sip a couple drinks until it sounded right. Throw a few bones and see if hands will bite. It ain't nothing new, still on the scene. We dress to impress and make haters wanna scream and wild out.